a feeling called what? Let's say lust. It's way back. I don't remember the first time I saw a girl and I felt lustful. Or the first time I saw money and I felt, let me take it. Now, that feeling I should have carried it, take it to my dad, and I tell him.
How do we learn to express our feelings? Where is that a school of training for managing our feelings, for understanding our feelings? How does one get to know how to express their feelings? Hello, welcome back to Anchored 619. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for liking our pages. Thank you for subscribing. And we hope that you are having as good a time as we are. And last week and the week before that, Simon Peter shared his story with us and the things that he struggled with, the things that he went through and how he overcame them. But we want to narrow down onto something that he kept mentioning, especially in the first episode. And our nugget for today will be based on that. So he keeps saying things like, I felt unloved, I felt misunderstood, I felt like I had no purpose. And so what we're looking at today is feelings. I felt this and that, I feel this and that. And so what are feelings? What are feelings?
What are feelings? It just reminds me of when you say feel this. But I think it's, in just simple terms, it's a physical sensation. I hate to use the same word, but it's something you feel physically. It's a physical sensation, or it's an emotional state. It's an emotional state that you're in at that particular time. Now, it might be vague, it might be true, it might be rational, but this is the state you're in physically and mentally.
So are feelings important? Do they have a role in our lives? Do they have a purpose? Or
we serve a very wise God. He created us physically, emotionally, and everything. So feelings play a very important role in our well-being. They are signals that something is not met or something is met. When I say something, I mean whether an emotional need is met or an emotional need is not met. When someone says, I'm unhappy, that means, I'm unloved. That means there is a need for love that is not being met. Now, if that feeling was not there, how else would they express that? So they would be like lepers. You walk around without, you have no feel. So you hurt yourself in the process because you can't feel.
Numb.
You're numb. Yes, that's the right word. So that's the use of feelings. They are these indicators, they are these sparks, they are these things that show us our, like when you're driving, you have this dashboard, it has those lights. Some people don't know all of them, but it's good to know them. So it tells you the state of your engine, the state of your car, and when you see that, then you respond.
What I'm now wondering is, okay, sometimes I'll feel something and it's not necessarily the reality of it. I can feel like I feel like you hate me, but maybe you do not. But for some reason, I feel that you do.
Yeah.
So, when you use the example of that car and the signal, the dashboard. So, am I reading my dashboard right? Am I reading my dashboard right when
Like we said, sometimes feelings are vague. It's not what it is, but the fact that the light is on sends you back to a place of assessment, self-evaluation. What you're feeling about me might not be true, but it addresses a seated need. So when you go past that feeling, there's something that is under there. Why do you feel that I don't like you? Why? Is it because of what you went through or what has happened to you, or it's just those perceptions? And like we said, you don't trust. They are indicators, but you have to evaluate them. You can't live life on feelings because, like we said, sometimes they are vague, sometimes they are false, and sometimes they are right.
I like the why. Why do I have these feelings? Why am I feeling X? Why am I feeling Y? What are some of the feelings in you that we have?
The thing is, like diseases, we have very many diseases, but people don't know, they don't have names to them.
Yeah.
They don't have names to them. So you walk around with this uneasiness, this uncomfort, but you don't know what it is called. So even feelings, we have very many feelings. If you looked in the dictionary or where, you would see very many names, things you've never heard about. But the fact that you give it a name, it helps you solve it. So we have things like happiness, joy, depression, anxious, and angry, and agitated, and name it, all those things. And I think it is very important to know them, to name them, and to learn how to express them. Now, when we are expressing them, we do it in a very healthy way. You've seen people who, when they are annoyed, they break things, they kick the cat, they beat the dog, it's anger, it's rage, but they don't know how to express it. The fact that you have it, the fact that you know it, does not give you the entitlement to express it in a very unhealthy way. And that's where distraction comes in. That's why we see Peter says, I felt they didn't love me. Then I met this group of people and they accepted me. But these people sent him down on a path of destruction, and it cost him years of pain, years of lost opportunity, years of all this pain. And it's only of recent that he's rebuilding all those things, just because he put these feelings in a wrong place, and it's something it cost him a lot.
How do we learn to express our feelings? Where is that the school of training for managing our feelings, for understanding our feelings? How does one get to know how to express their feelings? Because we know now Simon is at that place where he knows what his feelings are. He has gone through them, thought through them, knows the why for them, and now is at a place where he can manage his emotions better. But what could have been then that is now? How comes his classmates, or a certain classmate in his class, did not go down the same road, yet he might have had the same story? Maybe he was also not given much of attention or things like that, but this person did not choose or make the decisions that Peter did.
It's many things. It's many things, but this is what I would say. I think this is a skill we learn, we acquire. You learn how to manage your emotions, your feelings, as you grow. Unfortunately, these are things that our parents were supposed to train us in. Like me, for example, there's a feeling called what? Let's say lust. It's way back. I don't remember the first time I saw a girl and I felt lustful. Or the first time I saw money and I felt, let me take it. Now, that feeling, I should have carried it, take it to my dad, and I tell him. And he should be able to explain it to me. He should be able to coach me into that. But unfortunately, there's no a perfect setting like that. So you keep figuring out things yourself. And you knock walls, try and error, But until when you probably land on a coach, land on a discipler, you land on someone, or you read a book, and unfortunately that's what it has come to. But technically, there should be these institutions that are set. Now we have church. Church helps you to process those things and train you in this skill. You've seen people who have They call them mood swings. Today, you're very excited, you're up there. And you end the day, tomorrow you come back and you think, hey, yesterday we ended up on a good mood. Today you find your sister or brother is so withdrawn and it confuses you. But I think to answer your question, not to go off so much, this is a skill that people have to take personal initiative to grow in. Because if you do not handle your emotions well, and you let them lead you, you can't trust them to lead you. For the fact that we said sometimes they are false and sometimes they are right. What they need to do to you is to give you indicators. You sit back, reflect, but they shouldn't drive you. Drive your attitude, drive your thoughts, drive your speech, drive your... No, they shouldn't. Otherwise you make many mistakes.